Lisa Green. I've been a chef for many years and I have cooked a lot of crab in my time. In fact, crab meat is really my favorite seafood because it is just sweet and delicate. But I want to learn more about it, so I am here with Donald Manning, who's a crab expert with Phillips Seafood, and he's going to explain to us how to choose the best crab.
Hey, thank you. Basically, there are 4 grades of crab meat. There's claw, special, backfin, and jumbo. What we'll do, we'll open each grade and explain them to you. I'll just tell you a little bit about claw. When it comes to claw, this is the meat that comes from the arms and legs of the crab. If it were chicken, it would be what would be called the dark meat. It has a lot more intensity of flavor and aroma. So you can kind of see it. You can see it's dressed on the top and bottom with what's called maris meat, which is kind of like forearm meat. With claw, we look for it as far as color. We want it to be burnt orange, brick red. And when we pull it out of the can, we want to make sure that it separates or feathers very nicely. It shouldn't have a gummy texture to it.
No pastiness there.
No, exactly. And then the aromas that we should get a nice briny seawater smell to it.
Mmm.
So you should get
smells like being on the beach in Maryland.
That's exactly what it should smell like. Like you're out spending the day out on the ocean, nice little fishing trip. Should have nice pieces of large and small meat in it, and that's what we look for with the claw. So now what we're going to do, we're going to look at the special.
Okay.
Special is the meat that would come from the center cavities, the body of the crab.
Okay.
It's pretty much the equivalent of if a crab had ribs, what would be the rib area of the crab. Also, when we go to special, what we're going to see here is that this is going to be more of a white meat with the crab. It's going to be, when you get out of the claw, all the meats that we're going to look at from this point on are going to be white meats. And so what we look for when we examine it, we want to make sure it's a uniform color all the way across. And then also when we're flaking it, we want to make sure it doesn't have like a gummy texture and it doesn't hold together real. It should have individual pieces of meat like you see here. The backfin is a combination meat. It's special and broken jumbo. And our blend is about 1/3 broken jumbo to 2/3 special. The way we set that up.
Ooh, look at that.
At the top we put large flakes, and we also do the same thing on the bottom of the product. We put large flakes. And the reason we do that is so that when you're doing a recipe, it's easy to separate the large flakes from the top, and then you can also have the large flakes from the bottom. And you'll see this grade here is very similar to what we just saw with the special.
Except for all the layer, the top and the bottom.
And what we would do in a recipe, you could easily incorporate this and add the flake at the end. And so again, we're looking for a uniform color, and we're looking for it to have a nice blend of flake and finer meat. Now this is our jumbo.
Look at that.
This is the larger pieces of meat. It comes from what would be it controls the muscle. This is the muscle that controls the swimming arm of the crab. And it takes about 35 crabs to make 1 pound of jumbo lump.
Wow.
And you look at it, what we look for here is all whole pieces.
Right.
We tend to look at where it connects to the shoulder. It should be a burnt orange, brick red color because that's where it controls the claw.
Okay.
And so here you see all of the whole pieces. And the same thing, we want to make sure it has nice texture. When you break it apart, it should flake. It should not mush. And so that's kind of what
we don't like mushy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I can't wait to taste these. Thank you.
Let's do that. Glad to be of help. We always will to help people to better understand crab.